Hey guys, Matt here and welcome to my fragrance obsession. I hope you're all doing very well. Cheers yet again. Now the fragrance that we're going to talk about tonight, guys, is very underrated. This scent does not get mentioned a lot. In fact, I only know of one reviewer who has actually reviewed this fragrance, and his name is Frag Reviews. I will leave his review in the description of this video. So yeah, guys, this fragrance is so underrated, doesn't get enough mentions. I think it's an amazing fragrance, and I cannot wait to review it. Now, this fragrance was in a collaboration that I put together with a lot of other reviewers in the fragrance community, a lot of reviewers who aren't exactly well known. In my little segment of the collaboration, I showed this actual fragrance because the theme of the collaboration was hidden gems, and this fragrance is exactly one of those. So the fragrance that we're going to talk about tonight is Vetiver by Carven. So yeah, guys, as you can see, I have 2 bottles of this fragrance because I am stocking up on it because I love it. I think it's an amazing scent. I mean, that should sort of prove it. What can I tell you about this fragrance? Well, it came out in 2009. It is known as a woody aromatic. It's inspired by the original formula from 1957, back when this fragrance was simply known as Vetiver. This fragrance was brought back in 1997, then discontinued up until 2009, and the 2009 version is the one I have today. So I don't know if this fragrance is discontinued. I mean, I got this for fairly cheap on eBay. I only paid like £15 for it, so it doesn't sound like it's discontinued, but the reason I'm stocking up on it is because I just have a really weird feeling that it is going to be discontinued soon because of its popularity. The 1957 formula for this fragrance was created by Edward Hack. I think I pronounced his name right. The original fragrance featured lemon, lavender, nutmeg, mandarin, and petitgrain oil in the top notes. In the middle notes, it featured vetiver, cedar, bergamot, jasmine, carnation, iris root, and sandalwood. And in the base, it consisted of amber, musk, moss, and myrrh. That's basically not what is in this fragrance, but I will talk about that in a second, okay? So here's what the packaging looks like for this fragrance. I absolutely love the packaging for this. I just think it's so unique, so different. I'll show you more to it in a second, but we get Le Vetiver in green writing. Then we also get Carven underneath. This does come in an eau de parfum concentration, by the way. This is a 50 ml. And we get some information there on the back, just, you know, blah, you know, made in France, Carven. And there's an address there to the actual location and a website. So yeah, and I really do like these green speckles down here, but what really makes this box to me is the fact that it's a magnet. And we get the fragrance that sits in there like that. So to me, the presentation is faultless. This is all sponge up here, like that keeps the bottle safe and protected, by the way. And here is what the bottle looks like. To me, I just think this is a great looking bottle. It doesn't look like anything too great, but it looks fancy enough to be an elegant sort of scent, you know? We get a wooden cap. It's meant to impose a vetiver root. It's meant to give you that sort of feeling. And this is what the atomizer looks like. So yeah, really like the wooden cap. It's really nice, especially for a scent as inexpensive as this. So we're going to go through the notes for this fragrance right now. The Vetiver is based, like I said, on the old formula. So this one is based on how the original one smelled and its exact performance. So basically, this fragrance consists of very high quality ingredients. I was looking on so many blogs online, and basically everyone was talking about how high quality this scent is. A lot of people were saying, you know, the oils that are used in this fragrance are the best quality oils that you'll ever find in a fragrance. And usually the best oils you'll find are in niche fragrances, but in this little unpopular designer fragrance right here, it tells you a lot. You know, it really does speak volumes for the fragrance itself. So this fragrance consists, in the top, we get lemon, mint, geranium, mandarin, lavender, and absinthe. So we're going to see if we can talk about the notes now. I haven't sprayed this bottle yet. Here we go. This is Vetiver by Carven. Okay, so straight away when you first smell this fragrance, it opens up very green. It opens up very earthy. A little bit citrusy, and I guess that's coming from the lemon note. It's also coming from the mandarin. But this fragrance opens up very refreshing. It's got a very, like I said, green, earthy smell to it. I do get a little bit of mint. The mint isn't exactly like fleeting, but it's definitely there to the point where, you know, you can't smell it. It's just not like a really cold mint. It's sort of like the only way I can describe the mint note in this fragrance is it's very sweet. It's like a sugary mint. It doesn't exactly smell like a refreshing mint. I'm getting the refreshing notes from that lemon and the mandarin and stuff. It doesn't really smell like it's coming from the mint that much. But the opening for this fragrance is very, very nice. It's very pleasing, very inviting. I'm going to compare this to the version today, the Vetiver version, the original Vetiver. Nothing like it, basically. The Vetiver that you can find in stores today, you know, the one in the green bottle, that one is a very harsh, earthy, very rough Vetiver smell. This one is the complete opposite. This one is soft, it's refreshing, it's clean, it's a little bit earthy. It's not exactly a rough smell. It's not exactly something that's gonna be so strong when you first smell it. This one has a clean side to it, and that's what I really do like about this scent. I've never smelled anything like it. To me, this is 100% unique, something very different. It doesn't smell like a lot of other Vetivers that I've smelled. Original Vetiver by Creed, or there's Mugler Cologne by Thierry Mugler. There's that clean, sort of showered, soapy Vetiver smell. This one is so outdoorsy, it's so woody, it's so like, it invokes to me nature. I get walking through the forest, I get, you know, being out in the great outdoors, hiking. I get that from this fragrance very, very much. It's absolutely beautiful. Really, really nice fragrance. I would say that the strongest notes were those citruses. The citruses don't stay on your skin for long though. They only last for a couple of minutes and then they mellow down. Like right now, I am getting more of this sort of like dried alcohol smell, and the note that I'm talking about actually comes in the middle note, so we're going to talk about those now. So we get Haitian Vetiver, Dutch gin, cold spices, and patchouli. So I don't know what cold spices is, but let's see if we can get something like that. So this fragrance, when I was talking about a dry smell, you get that sort of gin and tonic smell out of this. It smells like... It smells fancy. It smells elegant. God, it opens up really, really nice. So the Vetiver really does play a big part in this whole fragrance. You smell it from the first initial spray. It's, like I said, it's a very earthy Vetiver. It's not rough though. It does have a bit of a cleanliness behind it with the citruses. But this one is so different, and I really, really enjoy it. So cold spices, I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. But I do definitely get a patchouli note in this fragrance. The patchouli note is definitely there, you know? So it's like an earthy herbal smell, you know, with the vetiver and the patchouli. Yeah, it's really, really good. Really, really like it. I just can't believe that this fragrance is not talked about that much. And in terms of the dry down guys of this fragrance, it finishes with labdanum and musk. Now, the dry down is something that might turn you guys off about this fragrance. And the reason is, the dry down for this fragrance, after it's been on your skin for about 7 hours, this fragrance turns into this sort of burning musk sort of smell. It's got this like smoky, rubbery smell to it. It's very, very strange. It's like a burning rubber, smoky, incensey type smell. It's very, very unique. It's like a rubbery smell. That's the only way I can really describe it. And I guess that is coming from the labdanum and the musk. It does dry down to something very unique. But definitely something different, and definitely something that you need to check out regardless. I just think that this fragrance is totally different, and I just cannot get over that no one's talking about this. And this fragrance is actually my signature scent. Usually I don't really go for signature scents. Usually I just wear a lot of different fragrances, because I used to believe that if you're a fragrance collector, there's no such thing as a signature scent, because you're wearing different scents every single day, because there's so much to choose from. But to me, this one is just, it's a staple in my collection. That's why I've got 2 bottles of it, you know. This one is so different, it's so unique, and it's my signature. Definitely. I love wearing this stuff. It is amazing stuff. And the only way I can describe it is, the only way I can proceed with this review is to say that you guys need to go out and actually buy this fragrance. Usually, like I say, I don't like to, you know, tell people to do blind buys, but it's inexpensive. It comes from a quality fragrance house, and it smells great. So I would get it. The only downside of this fragrance is if you're a young guy and you're looking for something classy, because there's the classy type of sense where, you know, you're trying to fit in with today's society, and there's the classy scents that smell a little bit dated and a little bit too sort of old manish, if you like. I don't like to say that because I find it disrespectful, but that's the type of smells that you can get these days. And this one does have a gentleman smell to it, so if you're looking for a Vetiver scent that you'd want to wear on a night out or something, to the bar, to the club, you know, hooking up with girls, basically, this fragrance is not going to do that. This is the type of fragrance you wear to a wedding. This is the type of fragrance you wear on a first date. This is the type of fragrance that you would wear to a birthday party. Any special occasion, this fragrance will do you wonders when you wear it. So, guys, I really do hope you've enjoyed my review for this very underrated fragrance. This is Vetiver by Carven. This fragrance came out in 2009, but originally to 1957. But if you're into, you know, collecting fragrances and you like fragrances for their bottle designs or whatever, this is a fragrance that you must have. And I might as well show you my second bottle that I've got right here. Just there. So yeah. If you have any questions whatsoever, do not hesitate to ask me in the comments below. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you love this review, please let me know what you thought of it. And as always, keep smelling good, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.